Well, VCT has concluded for the rest of the year. Loud is your world champion for VCT. Congrats to Brazil. Thank you. Give it a round of applause. I can't stress this enough. I believe that Loud was the strongest team in VCT. Psych. Loud is the best team in the world, but I truly believe that Optic is the more structured team. I have been watching VCT throughout the year, and I've watched it very diligently throughout the year. But when the championship came up, I haven't watched any of the matches. All I knew is that Optic versus Loud was definitely going to be a rivalry. Granted, I didn't think they were going to go all the way to grand finals with each other. I personally thought it was going to be Optic versus FPX. But either it would be FPX, Loud, or any of the other teams that have been seen. Optic was probably not going to win. Now, granted, like I said, they're the more structured team. But NA as a scene is not that good. It is the most entertaining. It is possibly the best talent-wise. I'll put my entire life savings and say that North America as a region will be the most talented in any game that you put them in. But because of the fact that we do not have the mindset is the killer, it will always be the killer. We have the most talented people that will sit there every single day playing a game. But somehow, whenever they make the fucking league, whenever they make an actual team, they lose smoke. It is like clockwork. The greatest, the most up next player you can think of will lose smoke as soon as they get a deal. We're always about work. And then when we finally get the break, now we want to coast. They never tell us that we have to keep working as soon as we reach to that spot. And a lot of the other countries do that stuff. In fact, they prioritize working and keeping yourself spiritually aligned to make sure that you can keep up with those times. Now, I'm not talking about spirits like you're talking to ghosts and you like fighting gods and shit. No, I mean like your one soul. You attuned to your own soul, your own mind state. That is what gets you to places. And that's what keeps you grounded. We, as a place in the map of this whole world, are not taught that. We are taught how to work, we are taught how to succeed, we're taught how to achieve. But guess what? As soon as we reach the top, or as soon as we reach our conclusion, we just downhill. That's why I do not believe that NA will probably not win a championship anytime soon. And the other teams who are actually possibly worse than NA are still going to win championships regardless. There is not a doubt in my mind. Brazil is a powerhouse when it comes to esports now. I read a tweet where Brazil has won a CS major, a Valorant major, and I think like a Rainbow Six major, if I last remembered. Yeah, I think that's it. It didn't even surprise me at all. Those people actually are willing to go the distance for what they want. And that happens with every other country except for America. It's actually sad. It really is sad. Like, I'm coming on here to basically vent because these people at this scene are so goddamn talented. And every single time we lose a major, we're like, oh, it's this person's fault. It's that person's fault. No, this is a country-wide epidemic. These people are trash. They are trash mentally. We have the work ethic down. And my little share of 5 years is about to give way to an angry Kev. But this is what I'm talking about. These people don't know how to lock in mentally. That's why they believe in the 9-3 curse. How come the 9-3 curse usually happens to us? Other scenes, they talk about this. They're like, "What's a 9-3 curse? Huh? 9-3? Huh? 9-3 curse? Huh? You any other scene? They're like, "What is a 9-3 curse?" And they showed you. We don't know how to keep leads. We start popping bottles, popping champagnes before we even reach the finish line. Lock in. I really, really want this place to succeed. I want these players to win. I want them to show them how much NA is number one. But with every time we lose a major we have no business losing, regardless of what game, it just makes me feel like, yeah, we really do suck. We haven't been number one in anything other than war. And even then, that's still a sketchy topic. Just wow. We really lost. We really lost. That's what's killing me. Optic, top down, coaching, franchise. No, don't. Now you guys are. I said franchise, and I know franchising is kind of an iffy ordeal. I'm talking about franchising. I'm talking about the franchise itself. Optic Gaming as a franchise is the most complete franchise I have seen in Valorant. We could talk about Sentinel's reign, but Sentinel's reign was only just. It was a matter of timing and talent. That was the most complete roster of skill. Well, you can say whatever you want, but ideally speaking, that roster back last year had more stars than anything on that team. They had Tens, Shazam, Dapper, Sick, Zoms. All 5 of them were just running shit down, and they were getting all the kills. This year they did the same thing, and that's why they lost. That doesn't their style, to me personally, just would not work outside of the beginning stages of a game. Optic as a team showed you the later stages of a game what you should be doing. Now Sentinels right now, they're doing the exact same thing that I was talking about earlier. Well, not talking about earlier on Twitter. Is teams want to buy talent. You can't buy talent. Buying talent and then do what? Win a championship? The only people who could do that are the Lakers. The only people who can do that are the Los Angeles Lakers, and you want to know why? There are 3 things: money, placement, and the team's legacy. We can't do that in esports because the location is already done for. The money is salaried. You're probably not even going to make that much money, especially seeing as an esports, most of the people here are not personable. Yeah, sure, to a degree they are personable, but a lot of them are not personable. They're just skillful. That's my rant. I just wanted to state NA, maybe number 1, but definitely not in championships. And until we get our shit together, we're not going to go anywhere. We're probably going to be the laughingstock of the scene because of how gifted we are, and yet how we never open up any of those gifts. Now, in the coming years, I'm making a big statement. I will become the next VCT player. In 2023, you will see me on that stage and watch how the system at play in America changes. I will show you guys what it takes to be a great player. Congrats to Loud. I hope to see you guys on the main stage next year. Congrats to Optic. Even though you guys didn't do as well as you guys wanted to, I personally believe you did a banged up job. You have showed top 3 placements across the board at the LAN tournaments. That is something to be proud of. I don't think any other team in VCT for the past 2 years has done that. So for you guys to do that, you already have my respect. Regardless of what I said here today about you guys, and I didn't even think I talked bad about you, but if I did, it's because of the fact that I really truly believe you guys are going to become a phenomenal legacy team if you get your stuff together. That's it.